Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel where we talk about skincare, grooming, and sometimes hair, so that sounds like your thing. Make sure you are subscribed. Also, come and follow me on Instagram where I post a lot of stuff you're not going to see here on YouTube. Today, I want to talk about more products I hate. Well, hate, I always say hate's a really strong word. It's more disliked and didn't really get along with very well. Whether I use them against my better judgment or I was just really disappointed by them. And you know, I always feel like negative reviews are just as important as positive reviews, and let's be honest, they're a little bit more fun. It's nice to have a little bit of a bitch and a whine. So as always, please remember, if you love these products, don't be offended. These are just products that didn't work for me personally. If you love these products, let me know why down in the comments, but let's get on with it. Let's start off with the first product. This is Moonshot's Perfect Cleansing Foam. I got this cleanser because the majority of the reviews looked really promising. People were saying how it left their skin feeling soft and plump and not dry. A lot of people connect foaming cleanser to instantly dry feeling skin, but you know, some of the ingredients in here looked really nice. It has some really nice fatty acids right at the beginning, right at the top of the ingredient list. Then there's a few like averagey cleanser ingredients and then 3 types of hyaluronic acid. Seem like nothing special, but when it comes to a cleanser, all I really like in a daily cleanser is just something that's going to cleanse my skin without stripping it. But no, for me, this is the perfect example of what people tend to not like about a foaming cleanser. It's the perfect example of a cleanser that leaves your skin feeling dry. I honestly don't know what the reviews was talking about, and the further I dug into the reviews, the more people were like, this is just a basic cleanser and it left my skin feeling dry. But the more I looked into the ingredients, there was actually Canadian clay in here as well, which could be a big reason as to why it left my skin feeling kind of like a void of moisture. It's funny because a lot of people always say to avoid foaming cleansers. The idea is that the foaming ingredient dries out the skin, but that's not necessarily true. Not all foaming cleansers are made the same, but this would be a very good example of what everybody thinks is bad about a foaming cleanser. And for me, it smelled like diluted day at the beach, if you know what I mean. Like, it has that smell of like sunburnt skin, but also body sunscreen, if that makes sense. You know, like the horrible heavy like sunscreen. This is, of course, the brand of YG Entertainment, which is, of course, another reason why I initially bought it, but I'm not sure what else I expect from a label that won't even give Blackpink a full album. And keep pushing back their comeback. But yeah, not for me. My alternative for the product would, of course, be Krave's Matcha Hemp Hydrating Cleanser. It's just a good all-round cleanser for anybody that just wants a good, effective cleanse without stripping their skin. And I've also been loving Peach and Lily's Power Calm Hydrating Cleanser. Same kind of vibe, cleanses your skin without leaving it feeling dry. But this one in particular has a real soothing quality to it as well. Like, my skin actually feels like, with both these cleansers, that it kind of like takes a sigh of relief, like, oh, okay, you know, that was nice. The next product is Fresh Sugar Strawberry Exfoliating Face Wash. This is just a sample that I've had the displeasure of using. We already know I'm not a fan of physical exfoliants, apart from one that my alternative that I'll tell you about later. The physical exfoliator, the only physical exfoliator I'm using, and the one that I love, has super fine granules. It feels like a mix of an enzyme scrub, but like a little bit thicker. The granules are so fine that you don't get that urge to scrub deeper because you have bigger particles, which I feel is always the reason with physical exfoliants. The granular size in this face wash is actually the same. I mean, it's a bit bigger because it's sugar, but it still isn't like harsh bits of huge sugar, you know, like a lip scrub, for example. And I must say, they do kind of melt away being sugar when it comes in contact with water. The more water you add to this exfoliant, the less of a harsher scrub it is, if that makes sense. And I do get asked a lot about Fresh. They are a very expensive brand. And I actually got this sample because of another product I bought of theirs that I'm reviewing in a later video. But no, oh my god, I used this twice. The first time I hated it, the second time I was trying to like discover it, thinking, oh, it might not be too bad, but no. The smell of this is unbearable. I'm not adverse to fragrance in my skincare, as you know, but I don't... Fragrance is the only selling point of this product, I feel, because it's wrapped up in this kind of like strawberry gimmicky thing. It smells like a strawberry ring pop. Do you know what I mean? Like those big ring pops, which I like tasting, but I don't want that sitting on my face, and the smell of this does hang around. Unless it's a lip balm, I like a fragrant lip balm, but the smell of this is honestly absolutely unbearable. And that's the thing, I do feel like the fragrance makes this product, otherwise it's just a sugar scrub. Looking at the ingredients as well, they're pushing this like natural. They got like 100 berries in here, not 100, but they've like shoved it chock full of berries, which is cute. It looks cute in the ingredients, but as far as looking at the actual beneficial ingredients, other than the exfoliating particles, it's got grapeseed oil, which is fine, I guess. It's fine. It's also got glycerin, which for me is the standout ingredient in this scrub. But they also want us to pay £26 for a full-size version of this very generic scrub. I'm sorry, but this feels like it comes from like a preteen celebrity skincare brand. Like a Disney Channel star is launching her first set of skincare products that you can order through like Ms. Magazine. It comes with this. I don't think Ms. Magazine's real. You know what I mean? It's very, very immature. It's cute. If you like cute things, this is probably for you, but I like exfoliators aren't something to be cuting around, you know? My alternative would be the Holifrog Como Popp-E Renewal Scrubby Wash. A physical exfoliant, as I mentioned, whose granules are so fine. It's somewhere between like an enzyme wash and grains of sand. Super, super light. You just rub over your skin very, very, very lightly. The granules are so fine, it feels like light static on your skin rather than a scrub. It contains vitamin E, fatty acids, rosehip oil, vitamin A and C as well. It's just a nice, once you wash this off, you don't feel dry, but then you don't feel overly oily as well. Like with any physical exfoliator, put it on, wash it off, and you kind of don't want traces of it left on your skin, even the smell. So the Holifrog physical exfoliator is perfect for me. The next product is from the Inky List. I feel like the Inky Lists are in a lot of my favorites videos, but they're also in a lot of my least favorites videos, like hits and shits and all that kind of stuff. This is their apple cider vinegar acid peel. Like I said with the Inky List, I either really love their product or hate their product. There's no in between. And unfortunately, this is the second time one of their products is in one of these videos. Apple cider vinegar, straight from the bottle, you know, like from Mother, or whatever it's called, is a no for me. Applied directly to the face anyway. It's highly irritating, and for me, it's like a strong AHA. Dermatologists actually recommend not using it on your face, even diluted. Something about that is antibacterial, but maybe it's too antibacterial. It can cause slight chemical burns and contact dermatitis. It's one of those things where everyone thinks because it's natural it's good for you. It also smells like shit, but I don't mind the taste. I actually used to drink apple cider vinegar with a bit of cinnamon and then water, and it would taste like apple pie. I absolutely loved it. Anyway, I know apple cider vinegar isn't something I should put on my skin personally, but for some reason when I saw this product, I thought it's well formulated in a product. It might be different. There might be something different about it. But no, it stung, I broke out, my skin was very, very irritated. This was 100% my fault. This is like every hate video, I have a product that's like 100% my fault because I know it wasn't going to work for my skin. But when testing skincare is your job and a lot of people are asking you to try it out, you do kind of like have high hopes and you think, oh, maybe it'll be okay. No, just stick to what you know. This made my skin go crazy red as well. This contains 10% glycolic acid, I think it's like 2% apple cider vinegar, and a 5% multi-fruit acid blend. It was just all a bit too much exfoliation for me. Again, my fault. I completely knew that going into it. I don't know what my issue was. I think I used it after a stage where I thought, oh, my skin has really healed and repaired itself. So I thought, why not use a really strong acid peel, basically? I shouldn't have done it. If your skin can take a strong exfoliation once in a while, this might be absolutely fine, but not for me. And as I said, if you know your skin doesn't like something, don't use it. Don't think like this product might be the one that you can benefit from. Just don't use it. This is more of a warning of my stupidity. If you are looking for an effective exfoliant, and AHA in particular, which will do all the same jobs that apple cider vinegar does. Paula's Choice 8% Gel Exfoliant feels like a much maturer formulation. It has that gel-like texture. It's soothing on the skin, it sinks into the skin a lot quicker, and it's really, really nice to layer up with other serums. And it's really, really nice to layer up in your skincare routine. It plays very, very well with serums. I personally find this version of AHA not irritating whatsoever. And I also find it non-gimmicky as well, which, let's be honest, apple cider vinegar peel smell is very, very gimmicky. It's just like a very mature formulation that just does the job. Next up is Innisfree Moist Winter Barrier Sunscreen. We're a little bit out of season for winter, but I got this sunscreen because I wanted, as someone with oily skin, whose skin does tend to get dry in the winter, I wanted a sunscreen that was going to be thick, not too heavy, not have that white cast that sunscreens usually come with, but a sunscreen that wasn't too fluidy, like the chemical sunscreens I love in winter, but wasn't too thick, if that makes sense. I was looking for a very particular type of sunscreen, but this did seem to be it. The whole thing of this is it's meant to be a lightweight sunscreen for use in the winter that helps protect your skin barrier. This contains 5 types of hyaluronic acid, which at the time I was like all over. I used to love hyaluronic acid. I don't use it as much anymore. And ceramides, which I love for keeping my skin barrier healthy and intact and protecting my skin barrier. This has SPF 50+, PA4+, so the highest protection that I love as well. So it all sounded like the perfect sunscreen for me to use in winter. It's got a slight tint to it, but that wasn't a problem. But I was so disappointed by this. It's just not what it claims to be. It's also, you get barely anything out of this. Like, I don't even think this is like a trial size. I believe this is the full size. My issue is this sunk too quickly into the skin, like my normal chemical sunscreens that I like in summer. For winter, it's not such a great thing. It almost felt like it sunk into my skin and took my moisturizer with it as well. It just all left my skin. It felt like it all left my skin. And I was left with like this slightly matte feeling face, which I don't like. It's the complete opposite of what this sunscreen claims to do. Some reviews were saying that this was far too greasy for summer, but I was like, where is that grease? I kind of want that grease. It was just non-existent. I'm actually pretty positive this is going to make a really good summer sunscreen. In fact, I'm thinking I'm gonna like wear it today when I go out, but that's not what it's supposed to be. Winter is literally in the name. Winter barrier sunscreen. Fragrance is actually very, very high up on here as well, and that doesn't bother me so much, but fragrance is unnecessary in skincare, we know that, but I feel like it's even more unnecessary in a sunscreen. It's just not there's no reason to have fragrance in it. Unfortunately, the fragrance, if you have a dog, you'll know the smell, but it smells like puppy wipes, like the little wipes you get to like wipe their paws and whatever. So that doesn't sit very well with me. Also, after a few hours of this being on my face, I said that my skin started to feel matte, but it kind of had that powdery feel to it as well, which was really, really odd, and which usually means that it's like sucking up my oils. That's not an ingredient in here. I don't know why it felt like that. Maybe the few silicones, I'm not sure. I just didn't like the feeling on my face. My alternative would of course be Krave Beauty's the Beet Shield, Purito Unscented Level Safe Sun, whatever it's called, even Claire's UV Essence. I forgot all their names, but they are just sunscreens that work all year round, has other benefits other than just sun protection, which is great. For example, the Krave Beauty has allantoin, which is really, really soothing and moisturizing. It doesn't sting my face, it doesn't sting my eyes, it doesn't make me break out. The Claire's one does have essential oils in, which I'm hoping they would come out with a unscented one soon, because the Purito one has done so well. But yeah, all of them are just nice options if you want a good sunscreen, high protection, that doesn't feel like it's coating your face in like a big oily, greasy, moistury mess. Okay, so there we go. They are a few more products that I hate, dislike, disappointed by. Let me know if you feel the same or completely different about any of these products in the description box. No, in the comments down below, or just other products that you don't really like, so then I can try them and see if I don't like them as well. But that's it from me now, guys. I will see you next time.